Here comes Nahir Albright, looking for a big win tonight, the biggest fight of his life. Came very close in 2023. One judge scored it even. It was later overturned because of a positive test for marijuana for Keyshawn Davis. It was a no contest, but Sergio, he is full of confidence this week. He believes he has the goods and the game plan to win.
Yeah, because he's been fighting nothing but winners. Last 8 opponents, 93-4, so he knows how to beat former champions, contenders. He knows all that, so I think he learned from that experience. Has coming off a good fight with Frank Warren, even though it was a draw, he should have won that fight. So the confidence is there, the momentum is there, and the time is now.
Ever since I gave my life back to God, man, He just been blessing me with things that I never thought I could have, man. Believe in God, He'll do it for you. I'm trying to tell you, believe in God, you can't do it without Him. Some of we're all part and I'm down at this.
Oh, I know that I can make it. I know that I can stand. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands. With Jesus, I can take it. With Him, I know I can stand. No matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands.
Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verses 16 and 17. They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst anymore. For God shall wipe away every tear from their eyes.
He is the businessman, and he can't stop smiling. A lot of people are telling him what he wants to hear. Chris, you're going to be the best ever. Bob Arum thinks he can go down as one of the greatest, looking for his 4th straight stoppage win. How good is he in your estimation?
You know, he has the potential to be great, but he's got to get it done tonight, and he's got to get it done here in Scope Arena, which has been home to some of Keyshawn's finest moments, including a knockout win over Gustavo Lemos in 2024, and his lowest when he missed weight last year for his fight with Edwin De Los Santos and was involved in that ugly brawl with Albright the next night. Since then, he has made some changes with his team, with his weight, and we saw the result of those changes in January in what was a spectacular performance against Jermaine Ortiz. But back here in Norfolk, some of those old demons, they seem to have returned. He had trouble making the weight for this fight. He has appeared disinterested in this fight. I don't think anyone out there disputes that the best version of Keyshawn Davis beats the best version of Nahir Albright. The question is, will the best version of Keyshawn show up tonight?
Keyshawn Davis said this isn't unfinished business. This is just business. I didn't want this fight. I wanted someone with a bigger name, more of a challenge. I'm going to prove I'm levels better than Nahir Albright, and I will knock him out. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Scope Arena here in Norfolk, Virginia for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, and also brought to you by Miller Lite. Cheers to another round of Miller Time. Also brought to you by the City of Norfolk, America's most authentic and urban waterfront city. And brought to you by DAZN. We are live and exclusive on DAZN, the global home of boxing. And now introducing to you our 3 judges scoring our featured attraction from ringside. We have Mark Datilio, Troyce Stamey, and Paul Wallace. Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, he's our referee in charge. He will be giving instructions after the introductions, Malik Waleed. All right, fans, here we go with the rematch. 12 rounds of boxing in a super lightweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the beautiful city of Norfolk, Virginia, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing yellow trunks with black trim, presented in association with Rodney Rice's RDR Promotions. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he weighed in at 139.7 pounds. His record stands at 17 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the experienced ring warrior ready to make a statement tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the battle-tested, battle-ready contender known as Pretty Boy Woo, introducing Nahir Albright. And his opponent across the ring, ready to go, fighting out of the red corner, proudly representing the 7 cities and his hometown. Entering the ring tonight, wearing black trunks with silver trim, here is boxing's young pride of Norfolk, Virginia. He weighed in right at the super lightweight limit of 140 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 14 wins, no losses, 1 no contest, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the U.S. Olympic silver medalist, currently ranked the WBO #1 super lightweight in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the renowned, undefeated, former WBO lightweight champion of the world, known as the businessman, introducing Keyshawn. Once again, a referee in charge is Malik Waleed, now ready to give instructions.
Okay, chief seconds. Okay, fellas, listen up. You both have been given the rules. You already know. I'm expecting good, clean boxing. When I say break, stop punching, take a full step back. Remember, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck to you both.
Any neutral observer will tell you that from a talent perspective, Keyshawn Davis is a level above Nahir Albright, but talent isn't the only variable here. Davis did not want this fight. He needed multiple tries to make the weight for this fight, and he has appeared irritated all week that he has to be here. This ring, though, this ring is exactly where Nahir Albright wants to be. He has waited nearly a year for this opportunity, and he has been telling us all week long that he will not mess this up.
No one has stopped Nahir Albright. Keyshawn Davis has vowed to be the first here tonight. This is our main event. Keyshawn Davis, Nahir Albright 2.
Davis applying front foot pressure right off the bat. Met him in the middle of the ring and wants to make a statement that this is my ring and to get aggressive early.
And he is aggressive early. Nice left jab right on the belt line from Davis. What's the key here for Albright to stay in this fight?
To start off faster. He can't let Keyshawn become confident. He can't let Keyshawn be himself. You know, you got to push him back. You got to show him that you're here to win. So land those right hands early, dig that body, but you got to impose your will if you're Albright.
I think if you're Albright, you've got to be very careful not to overextend yourself on these punches. Keyshawn Davis is one of the best body punchers in boxing. He knocked out Dennis Baranchik with a body shot. He knocked out Jermaine Ortiz with a body shot. He is a dedicated and committed body puncher. When I see Albright fight, he's got power at the end of those punches, but when he misses, he exposes that midsection.
Keyshawn always applying like calm pressure. Yes, those body shots are vicious. He sets them up nicely, but he fights with the flow. He fights with a rhythm, very relaxed. You don't know when he's going to pounce on you with power or it's going to be with speed, but even foot feints make Albright react.
Albright coming off his career best performance, a draw against Frank Martin rather, in Las Vegas. That was in February, a fight many people, or most people rather, thought he won. Of course, the fight before that was right here in Norfolk, Virginia, when he beat Keyshawn's brother.
You know, I was asking Keyshawn if he saw any differences in Albright since their fight in 2023. He said none. The only difference is that Albright's got a little bit more confidence now coming into this fight because of the win over Kelvin, because of the performance he had against Frank Martin. But he sees a very similar fighter to the guy he fought a few years ago.
And I'll agree with that. I mean, stylistically, there's nothing that changed with Albright, but momentum and confidence can sway, you know, a fighter in his future.
And we should acknowledge, too, as we look back on that first fight, it was majority decision, but nobody with a objective pair of eyeballs thought that Keyshawn deserved any kind of majority decision. That was a wide decision win for Keyshawn Davis.
Albright, I think, did better than expected, and he got the respect.
Good right hand from Davis.
He got the respect of Keyshawn, but to win rounds, I would have to agree.
Well, one judge had it even, another judge had Keyshawn only winning by a round in his hometown. Sorry, that was in Texas. My apologies.
Good work, baby. It's sharp. Look. Come on. Those spanks is eating them up. You don't know when you're about to punch. That's why you got them frozen right now. But keep touching them. Keep touching them up top and up downstairs to that body so we can slow them down. Okay? You got one. How you feel? Good. Order that. Guess what? You give me a lot. Just take it. They got to be hard. Just take it. What you see? Everything. You go anywhere you want to go. I'm telling you. To a shell. Make it direct. You're too fast for him. Anything you do, he's hesitant. You can check him, he's right there.
Keyshawn controlled that round with foot feints, range, and just unpredictability. Like, Albright doesn't have any idea where the punch is going to come from, because that's the speed advantage that Davis has.
Round two. You saw at the end of the round, Keyshawn Davis giving Nahir Albright the eyes, basically saying, I've got you figured out.
Nahir Albright's cagey, though. And he does have power in the later rounds. Remember that fight against Frank Martin, he rocked Martin in the 10th round of that fight. Clipped him earlier in the 7th as well. So his power is pretty consistent throughout.
Nice body work there from Albright. And yeah, mentioned this being stronger later in fights. He started his career with a loss in his pro debut, did Nahir Albright. Bounced back well from that. Left hand touches Keyshawn there.
Albright is a blue-collar throwback type fighter. He does nothing great, but everything pretty good. Sneaky uppercuts, nice right hand. He could turn that into a hook, but he needs to get inside first, and that's where the lack of foot speed works against him. Keyshawn has everything that you need to be a boxer and a puncher. But right now, it's those foot feints. See, those two little foot feints are keeping Albright at bay. Pretty soon, he's going to bite on one of those and be vulnerable to a counter.
We asked Nahir if he thought Keyshawn had improved since their 2023 meeting, and he said, yes, I think Keyshawn has improved and he's more aggressive now, which actually helps me. The more aggressive he is, the better it is for me to see my openings and land my shots. The crowd cheering for anything that Keyshawn lands.
Keyshawn may not believe that Albright is a different fighter from 2023, but Keyshawn certainly is. He is a much improved fighter than the one we saw that night. A world champion, someone that's beaten top-level guys up until this point.
Keyshawn also said in that fight against Nahir Albright he was sick halfway through, and after the fight had to run backstage and throw up.
Yeah, he's historically had some stomach problems that he says over the last couple of years he's been able to get under control.
Yeah, physically, I just can't see nothing that Keyshawn Davis does wrong inside the ring. It's mentally, the focus. We don't know what he has. That's what actually betrays him. That's what actually questions, you know, his greatness, his potential greatness. But his speed, his fight IQ, his reaction, his defense, he's damn near a perfect fighter.
Yeah, he's trying to build back some goodwill here with the hometown fans. Of course, the last scheduled fight he had here, he missed weight by 4 pounds and it was called off. And that did affect ticket sales this week. A lot of people are like, wait a minute, is this guy going to make weight? Good right hand there from Nahir.
I mean, to be blessed with speed and power is a rarity in boxing.
Come on, baby. You got to be first. You can't go into a shell, let him punch on you, but we're gonna walk away losing. Come on, baby. Pick it up. You need more than one jab. Don't poke, jab back. Get your rhythm back. Get your rhythm. Breathe, breathe. Good? All right, come on. You said get on your Madonna. With a spit bucket. Just be first, man.
There's Davis trying to catch him with that check hook. Slight step back, and as soon as he gets near the ropes, he just pivots away from the ropes. That's fight IQ right there. Davis has so much experience keeping the fight in the middle of the ring, power boxing. Albright's gonna have to find a way, because right now he looks confused.
And you heard Albright's corner say, you gotta be first. And he's right, when he had success against Frank Martin, he was first. He was landing the cleaner shots early. You can't sit there and fight defensively against Keyshawn Davis. You're just not gonna win any rounds.
Yeah, you have to throw that right hand, just like he did right there. Loop the shot, throw it straight, but that right hand of Albright is what actually had success in that first fight.
Good right hand there from Keyshawn.
Chris Mannix, our unofficial score tonight. Who'd you give the first 2 rounds to?
Yeah, 2 rounds to none in favor of Keyshawn Davis. Pretty easy fight to score so far. That right hand working for Keyshawn. Decent body work so far. Just nothing really of consequence landing for Nahir Albright in the first 2 rounds. 20-18 through 2 on my card.
Albright reacting a little better now here in round 3.
Yeah, he's not jumping all the way back anymore, neither is Davis.
Yeah.
Albright very recently made the jump up to 140 pounds. But he began his career fighting at 140, so this is not unfamiliar territory to him.
Albright has never been knocked down as a pro, but hasn't scored a knockdown himself in over 4.5 years. Although he's rocked almost every opponent he's been there with, including Frank Martin in his last bout.
You know, I was watching back the Frank Martin-Albright fight. Buddy McGirt in between rounds to Martin kept telling the same thing. Albright's just long. When you get on the inside, you gotta let those hands go to the body. Get busy to the body. I would say the same thing to Keyshawn Davis.
Great body shot by Davis just to set up an overhand right, just missed.
A lot of holding so far in this fight. Referee's been busy.
But to double up that right hand so quick, so fast like that, it really is athletic on the part of Davis. He doesn't punch over his front foot. That's another thing Davis doesn't do. He's always in position and land power shots. When he misses, he's not off balance punching over his foot. See that? He stays in the foundation in order to still be dangerous.
Keyshawn winking to people in the crowd, loving it, fighting here in front of his hometown fans. Got to stay focused, though.
And that's the thing about Keyshawn. I mean, he can still be dangerous having fun, but focus all the way to the end. You got a serious guy in front of you. And this is a rematch, so he's already familiar with your timing and speed and power. So don't take advantage of it.
Some more. Hey, you looking good. Stay sharp. Ain't got nothing for you. Keep working and you're changing your levels. Keep changing those levels because you keep freezing them. Put your punches together. You can put 3 punches together. All right? Give me those angles. All right? When y'all get in there, give me those angles. Get off that angle and let your hands go with combination. 2s and 3s. Okay? One more.
The combination, he just balls up and waits till you finish.
He's not even, he
Just pick your shots with him.
There you go. Deep breath. All right, all right.
You know, this is a scheduled 12-round fight, the first scheduled 12-round fight of Nahir Albright's career. According to Keyshawn Davis, Albright wanted this fight to be 10. It was Keyshawn that said, no, 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 it's got to be a 12-round fight because I'm a 12-round fighter.
Keyshawn currently ranked #1 by the WBO, #4 by the IBF.
Now, Shakur Stevenson, his good friend, sitting ringside watching. He is the WBO 140-pound champion. No chance they fight, at least not anytime soon.
And right now, I mean, he's taking a page off of Shakur's book. You know, he's basically right in front of his opponent, but his opponent can't lay a glove on him. Just too fast, too quick, and the instinct is just too sharp for Albright.
This referee might need to deduct a point just to get these guys to quit grabbing on each other. Trying to wrestle in the clinch too. It's not like innocent holding.
Albright has really long arms for this weight division. That's what I think caught Davis off guard the first fight. This time you can see that he's inching his front foot a little bit closer, a lot faster, a lot earlier.
They look a lot longer, Sergio, but he only has a half-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't believe it. I know what I'm watching. You know, on paper, Keyshawn is also taller by 1 inch. I don't see that either. Albright, I think, is taller and longer.
There you go, ref. Nice 1-2 there from Keyshawn.
Just so quick on the trigger. Even when he's shifting to another position, he just comes with a 2-3 combination. That's what Keyshawn always does so great. You know, it's quick on the trigger. He doesn't pull back his punches. Everything's from point A, point B, real sharp, real concise and compact. Albright can't get nothing started right now. Not with the jab, not with the right hand, not with anything.
Good body shots there from Keyshawn.
When you hear in boxing speed kills, this is what they mean. Albright has good timing, and that's what gave Keyshawn issues the first fight, but not in this rematch so far.
Exciting times for U.S. boxing fans as DAZN and TNT Sports have announced a groundbreaking new partnership bringing major fights every month with The Fight beginning July 4th in Cleveland, Ohio. You can see it on linear TV through TNT Sports and globally on DAZN. Abdullah Mason will defend his WBO World Lightweight title against former champ Joe Cordina. Chris, handicap that one for us.
I think Abdullah Mason is special, but I do think he's going to get a good test from Joe Cordina, two-time champion at 130, going for his first belt at 135.
Keyshawn looking for his 4th straight stoppage win, coming off that emphatic 12th round KO over Jermaine Ortiz, who'd never been stopped before. This is his 2nd fight since moving up to 140 pounds. Chris Mannix's scorecard through 4.
Yeah, I've got it 4 rounds to none in favor of Keyshawn Davis. Not a ton of action over those last 2 rounds, but Keyshawn's body work, his accuracy made the difference. Albright's got to kind of go maybe to a plan B of some kind here, because he's just not landing enough effective punches to win any of these rounds. 40-36 on my card in favor of Keyshawn Davis.
And plan B is just going to be more danger, because even if you get aggressive, Davis is so sharp with the counters and so strong with how compact he is by not pulling back, that Albright is going to run into shots and get beat to the punch every time.
Nice check left there from Albright after eating a couple of shots, and that knee almost touched after a right hand from Albright.
And that's the right hand that I'm talking about. That's when Albright beats the table. Lane timing the right hand, but Keyshawn got caught way too early, way too clean with that shot.
Best punch of the fight from either man. And
Albright caught Keyshawn in the last fight. It took him 8 rounds to catch him with a counter coming in. That was more of an aggressive right hand that clipped Keyshawn there.
Yeah, both fighters got rocked with right hands in that 8th round in the last fight.
Albright's corner pleading with him to come forward and check to see if Davis is buzzed. Man, what a shot from Albright. But to his credit, Keyshawn bounced up quick.
Albright's very awkward, changes levels. Grabs and holds in situations like this. He's tough to kind of catch a rhythm against. That's why he's been so durable and effective for most of his career.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by, throwback fighter. He's one of these old school fighters. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He has this upper body rhythm that he could punch from any angle, really. And you don't know when the hard shot's going to come. He stays real loose, Albright.
So that right hand, a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day for Albright, but he's got to build on it if he wants to win this round.
He's got to keep moving forward. He's got to be on the front foot, on the offensive, pushing Keyshawn Davis back. In the past, he has been a counterpuncher, but his last couple of fights against Kelvin Martin, against Frank Martin, he's been more of an aggressor.
I want to see that replay to see if Keyshawn's knee touched the ground after eating that right hand from Albright.
He ain't got shit for you. You're too fast. Too fast. Let's keep mixing up those head shots and the body shots. Good? Take a deep breath.
We told that man with different things.
Hey, work your jab. Now start slipping with it and coming with shots. Slipping with it, come back with that hook. Or slip with it and come to that body. All right? We got to start working up and down. Not just head shots and body shots. Stop mixing that shit up. Okay?
You already got him scared to come in, bro. You already got him scared to come in.
What am I doing?
Nothing, man. He got to make bubbles. He can't do nothing. Come on. All right, second. What's the about?
All right, round 6 scheduled for 12. Best punch of the fight landed there for Albright in the 5th, but I still don't think he won the round.
there's a round you can get Albright. He did well in the majority of the first half of that round. Clean right hand. But back comes Keyshawn with sharper right hands.
Yeah, it might have woken Keyshawn up a little bit. Turning this into more of a fist fight. That's what the crowd wants to see.
Yeah, this is what Keyshawn said he wanted to do in this fight. He wasn't coming out here looking to just wipe Albright out in the first couple of rounds. He wanted to break him down. He wanted to put him in a position to land something big in the second half of the fight. We're approaching that second half of the fight.
And that's where he can get the stoppage. If he is going to get the stoppage and go for it, it's the second half. Once he softens Albright up to the body. Get him to bite on the foot, face, touch him downstairs, then you can land something big like he did the last round with the right hand. But everything has to be behind the jab. For Albright, I think he can lead with right hands, just like he did there.
You heard Keyshawn's corner telling him, you're just too fast for him. You're just too fast. There's Shakur Stevenson, of course, a big fan and close friend of Davis, sitting in row 1. What do you think's next for Shakur, Chris?
I have no idea.
That's our boxing insider, Chris
Well, I can tell you, I mean, he's probably headed to Zuffa Boxing, so whatever they decide to do with him.
Fair enough. Keyshawn coming forward now, brimming with confidence.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, you can see the grimace on the face of Nahir Albright.
And it's just a creative combination. He delayed that jab, stuck it out a little bit long, and then came up with that right uppercut. Wu didn't see that coming.
Albright tried to land a punch and then hold Keyshawn, but Keyshawn didn't let him do it. Another good round for Davis.
There's no confidence in the offense of Albright right now. It's like he throws his punches and he retracts them before they even land, waiting for a counter comeback from Keyshawn. And that's what speed does to you, intimidates.
Bro, look, you're letting this slip away from you. You're letting it slip away. You're not working. I need you to work, baby. Come on. Be first. Stop backing up. And stop breaking this fucking right foot around. Come on. Where the towel at? You gotta be first. I need you to be first, please. He's doing you. You gotta double up on the jab, triple up. You're only throwing one jab out there, and you're waiting for him to counter, and he's hitting you with 3. You throw 1, he's throwing 3. That's not enough. Some odds don't add up, brother. Come on. Yo, give me a towel. Let's go.
There's Keyshawn coming in the front door. Nothing unique, just a left hook, right hand, and Albright's jumping back too far. He's not looking for counters anymore. It's like he's intimidated by the explosive hands of Davis.
Well, Davis is fighting now like he is going for the knockout.
Davis got 3 knockouts in a row, and part of his motivation for this fight was not just to beat Nahir Albright again, but to be the first guy to knock him out.
Doesn't just want to win, wants to teach him a lesson. Says I'm levels better as we look at Chris Mannix's scorecard.
Yeah, I've got it 59-55. I gave Nahir Albright that 5th round, landed that big right hand, and a couple of good body shots along the way. Slight edge to Albright there, but every other round pretty well controlled by Keyshawn Davis. The speed, the accuracy, everything. Every box being checked right now for Keyshawn Davis in this fight.
Uppercut from Albright. Keyshawn Davis just fights with a joy, doesn't he? He's always smiling, just having a
permanent smile on his face.
Yeah.
It's like
See,
this is where he gets in trouble.
You got to take a point.
No, see, this is what's wrong with Keyshawn right now. In control, and then does something foolish like this. Why?
2 points.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn tried to say that Albright was on his neck. Maybe he was, but that was an egregious takedown and justified to take 2 points away by the referee.
That was almost a suplex.
And you know, if you're Nahir Albright, you've been out of this fight for the first 6 rounds. Now you have an opportunity, 2-point deduction. That's huge. That can get you potentially right back into it.
Big jab there by Albright.
Yeah, he's going to now make Keyshawn maybe walk on to something.
Momentum just shifted for Nahir Albright, whether he wanted to or not.
Chris, what do you think about him taking not 1 but 2 points there?
It's a judgment call by the referee, but that wasn't a simple shove or takedown. That could have been injurious to Nahir Albright in that situation.
It's injurious or what?
It is.
I never heard it. Well, thankfully, Albright is not injurious, and he can continue.
Now that could definitely have been dangerous right there, because he intentionally tried to slam him on the canvas. That's why I think it was 2 points.
Davis still just too slick, too quick.
Settle down, baby. We got to fight one. Settle down. Just give us some speed. Let's work those combinations with speed, man. All right. We ain't got to do too much. This motherfucker always making mistakes for you. All right.
See, right here, it should have stopped right there. There's no need to slam him down like that.
Quick speed. That's all you got to do this round right here.
You went under the shoulder. You picked him up.
That's my speed,
Yeah, he's lucky Albright didn't get hurt right there.
Have fun. Hey, this referee will disqualify you. So don't do nothing stupid. I'm telling you. I know this referee. Don't do nothing stupid.
Hey, go back to your bread and butter. Go back to your job. Settle down.
I said earlier about how Albright is kind of the fly in the family ointment. The Davis family just does not like this guy, and I think some of that frustration was shown there in the last round with Davis slamming him to the canvas.
Smart advice from the corner there, because one more act like that won't be a deduction. It will be a disqualification. Keyshawn Davis cannot afford that in a situation like this.
It's as if Keyshawn gets frustrated that he can't do what he wants to do. Even though he's in control and winning these rounds, he can't dominate and try to stop a cagey fighter like Albright, because Albright is a throwback fighter. He's that good to hang and compete with someone as special and talented as Keyshawn. Maybe not beat him, we can give him a hard time.
Good right hand again from Albright, which buckled the knees of Davis.
Yeah, the counter right hand from Keyshawn there got Albright off his back.
Yeah, I think the rolling counter by Keyshawn was more effective.
And now the crowd's like, hey, take one from Albright too. It's getting feisty in Norfolk. We're in the 8th round. Keyshawn has won maybe 7, at least 6 of the rounds, but did have 2 points taken away from that body slam.
Even Keyshawn Davis, you keep sticking with that body work. That's what's been successful for you, over the last few fights, at least. The Baranchik fight, the Jermaine inside like this, get those hands free, keep digging to that midsection.
Corner of Davis, keep stressing, beat it with your speed.
speed and short shots. And here, Albright, everything's long. The thing about Keyshawn, he catches encounters really short, right in front of you.
Again, you got to be careful there with Keyshawn. A little bit of a shove. He pulled his arm back at the last minute, but you can't afford to push him down.
Good body shot with the left hand from Davis. Haven't seen a ton of body work.
And that's surprising because that is the most effective part of his game.
Right. He abandoned the body shot. But they landed a good body shot. That's the reason he landed the left hook. But you got to start touching him with both sides, both hands, on both sides of the body.
Hey, Pusha T is here. Wonder if Drake's in the house. We could throw them in the ring together. They had a beef back in the day. You a Pusha T fan, Sergio?
Yeah, I like clips. Got a lot of great hits.
Sing us a verse, why don't you?
I can't do it off the top of the head.
And you're bringing your right foot around. Come on, baby. You gotta knock his ass out at this point. Yeah, but that ain't enough. Oh, hey. What's happening? How you feeling, baby? I feel like you're holding a little bit more, like you're struggling.
So here's Albright's attempt at a takedown. Certainly not the same venom that we saw from Davis, but he could have taken a point.
Yeah, Keyshawn sitting on the mat looking for that as well, but definitely not as egregious as the one from Davis in the second round.
And you heard the corner of Albright saying, hey man, at this point you need a knockout. And they're right. Now let's look at Chris Mannix's scorecard with the point deduction.
Yes, for all our mathematicians out there, we're scoring at 9-8 for the purposes of this graphic, but that reflects a 10-9 round for Keyshawn Davis with the 2-point deduction. So I've got him 77-73 up on Nahir Albright. He has been dominating 90+% of this fight. It's been ugly during stretches, and right there as we look, it looks like Keyshawn took a bit of a headshot from Nahir.
There's a cut.
Yeah, but he's been dominating so far, so 77-73 on my card.
Yeah, headbutt there, clash of heads. Sergio, people at home who've never been in the ring before, they're like, why does a headbutt seem to hurt so much worse than a punch to the face?
Well, it's not that it hurts, it's you're hitting the bone on your eyebrow. So it doesn't take much of a headbutt to really open up, skin tissue.
There's our CompuBox through 8 rounds. They've thrown a similar amount of punches, but you can see, look at Davis, 62 power shots landed compared to just 19.
Keyshawn's being very disciplined with his game plan because for as much animosity that was brought up in this fight, this rematch, he needed to prove so much drama. Right now he's sticking to the game plan, which is smart to do if you're Keyshawn Davis. He's in control, winning the rounds. But I still would think that he would want to hurt and impose his will and try to stop Albright. Put that feather in his cap to be the first one to knock out Nahir Albright.
I think he's trying to, Sergio, but Albright's just a tricky guy. He's awkward, comes at you from weird angles, he changes levels on you.
Not to mention Davis's corner continues to say, no, man, come on. Just do what you're doing,
Right.
Use your speed to beat him.
Right. He's also really tough. Like he's faced some good fighters and taken some good shots and hung in there. He's a tough guy.
I'm a fan of Albright. I'm telling you, I'm studying him. I like him. He's a spoiler type. But Keyshawn is on another level of talent. And if he wants to really make a statement, he maybe take some chances even though he's controlling. But he must respect what's coming back from Albright, and that's why he's not doing it.
Well, we got another fight coming your way with some bad blood on May the 30th. O'Shaquie Foster defends his WBC Super Featherweight World title against former featherweight champ Ray Ford. Fierce rivals finally settling in the Fertitta Center in Houston, live and exclusively on DAZN. Sergio, that's going to be a fun one.
And that it just doesn't get better. I mean, two of the best. You know, you got a boxer puncher in Ford, and we got a puncher boxer in O'Shaquie Foster. I mean, that's what the best fighting the best looks like.
Here's the clash of heads, which made Keyshawn wince.
Yeah, it's accidental. You know, both of them coming forward. You can see Albright kind of. Anytime Keyshawn gets aggressive, he comes, you know, head first, and Albright gets low and comes up. What will prevent more head clashes like that are jabs, controlling the range with the jab. If you're Keyshawn, Keyshawn has an incredible jab. So does Albright.
We are live at the Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. Todd Grisham, Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora ringside. This is the hometown of Keyshawn Davis, who said, I'm going to do something no man has ever done. And that's knock Nahir Albright out. He's won most of the rounds, but has not yet been able to drop his opponent.
He's kind of letting Albright do some of the things that Albright did in that first fight. Grab and hold, keep him on the inside, keep him from getting or landing some of those effective shots. And I think Albright's doing a lot of the holding.
Yeah, no, he is.
Keyshawn's getting some grief for it, but I think Albright's doing the majority of the holding.
I was about to say that it's a veteran tactic. As soon as he doesn't want to get in the inside and fight with the man with the faster hands. On the outside, his timing's good enough. His length is good enough. On the inside, it's all Keyshawn. So it's a smart tactic from Albright. See that? As soon as they get inside, just clinch.
The referee trying to slap the glove away, prevent them from holding.
Maybe the referee's getting a little frustrated. Right here, Albright should be jabbing. Half jabbing, full jabbing, foot feinting, trying to get Keyshawn to bite on something.
He's never been, Sergio, a guy that maximizes that reach. 71-inch reach for Nahir Albright, but you'd figure a guy like that fighting at 35 and 40 would be a more prolific jabber. That's not really his game.
Yeah, that's a middleweight's reach. I mean, you should take advantage of that. But whenever you have someone like Davis who's so reactive, he's a reactive puncher, you know, makes you think twice, even if you do have the advantages.
Nahir Albright has never been the full 12 rounds before in a fight. He's got a chance here this afternoon, or tonight rather. Keyshawn Davis, fleet of foot. Keyshawn Davis telling us he wants a world title shot after this. Gary Antoine Russell, the WBA champ. Dalton Smith, WBC champ. Right now, the IBF is vacant with Richardson Hitchens moving up to 147. Shakur Stevenson, the WBO title holder, but they're best buds. They're probably never going to fight.
A lot of posturing by Albright.
You're watching Top Rank's debut here on DAZN Live from Norfolk, Virginia, home of the largest naval base in the world. We are in the Scope Arena, built in the early 70s, still growing strong 50 years later, as we approach the championship rounds.
Combinations together, okay? It's not throwing punches until you finish. Look, work that. When you work your jab, I want you sometimes throw that jab into a hook. Turn it into a hook sometimes. Set it up with the feints down here up top. Keep fucking with it. All right, and set up that hook. Okay, it's gonna be there. Trust me. Here. Make the hook behind his glove too.
Well, it's pretty clear to anybody watching this fight, I would think, that Pretty Boy Woo, Nahir Albright, needs a stoppage. and he's not good at getting those. Only 7 KOs in his 17 wins. Chris Mannix's scorecard through 10.
You know, pretty thorough performance by Keyshawn Davis on my scorecard, 97-91. Of course, you account for the 2-point deduction in that 7th round, but really outside of the 5th, it just felt like Albright has been outclassed in this fight from start to finish. He's doing a lot of the holding. I think the referee should probably get in there faster on some of these holds, trying to knock his hand away to try to get them to fight out of it, but you got to break them up. Try to get some action going here because it's kind of gotten bogged down with all this holding. Either way, Keyshawn Davis up pretty wide on my scorecard.
Yeah, Keyshawn's firing on all cylinders. I don't know whether to be disappointed in Albright or just impressed with the way Keyshawn's been able to shut him out like that.
Boy, this crowd is ready to explode if somehow Davis can put Albright on his backside.
See, there it is. I mean, I can see why Keyshawn's frustrated in this moment. He landed a couple of good shots, and Albright came in and just grabbed him.
Yeah, he wants to suffocate him with the long arm. He's trying to clinch.
And he got him there. That man hurt Albright as he back to the ropes, and now is grabbing on again.
That was 3 good punches from Keyshawn Davis. Landed a right that backed Albright up and followed up with a combination.
Well, Albright's corner's been telling him he's got to roll the dice, stand in there and fight fire with fire, but he's getting burned right now.
And Davis he's not letting up. He wants the stoppage. He wants to send a statement.
And the legs look a little wobbly on Albright.
There they do.
Keyshawn stopped his last opponent in round 12. Can he get Albright out of here in round 11?
That's where I'd dig to the body if I'm Davis.
That's exactly how I got the knockout in the last fight. Knockout to the body. You can see the fight is beaten out of Nahir Albright already.
And remember, we're in uncharted territory for Nahir Albright in the 11th round. This is the number of rounds Davis insisted on coming into this fight. He wanted to be a full 12-round fight. It was 10 last time out.
Nice 1-2, fundamental stuff from Keyshawn.
Still a lot of pop and power in those punches by Keyshawn Davis right now, even in the championship rounds.
Yeah, he does still look very fresh.
Yeah, he does. Not breathing heavy, confident, strong.
Some uppercuts there from Albright, stopped the bleeding, so to speak, for a little bit. But a very dominant round 11 for Keyshawn.
Man, that nigga ready to go, bro. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, and we're gonna finish this round strong.
That's what's strong.
Come on.
Let me tell you what's strong. If right here, you had him stop. If you would have ran a 10-punch combination, the referee would have stepped in and stopped it. Okay, we got to be smart. We can't look for one
Set
shot.
our punches up.
We can't look for one shot. You run a multi-shot, the referee got to do something. All right, once you heard him, just run.
Head and body and head. Get your punches together. All right? Come on, it's the last round.
It should have been over that round.
Hey, we in this round. We in this round. We here to finish this motherfucker. All right? Go out there and beat the motherfucker. Amazing Keyshawn, we know you can be, all right?
Albright looks like he does not want to be in there anymore. Davis in his corner are wanting him to go for the stoppage.
Now, Davis's corner is speaking my language. Don't look for that one shot. Give the referee an opportunity to stop the fight. Start to shoe shine a little bit. Let your hands go. Not everything has to be a home run.
Yeah, and Albright will give you that opportunity because he puts those gloves up to ear him up. It's just a target, so you got to flurry at him just like that.
They said they wanted a 10-punch combination from Davis. Albright's corner telling him, leave it all in the ring here in the 12th. Don't let anything slip past you. Gotta go for it all. Two minutes left. The only question now is, will Davis stop him?
entire time because he's looking to clinch, and Davis is looking to punch. Always catches him at the top of the head.
A dominating performance tonight from Keyshawn. There's a right hand. He said he was levels better, and he looks levels better.
You can see that right eye of Nahir Albright starting to close.
Keyshawn says it's go time. It's time to put him out to pasture. Running out of time, though, a minute left.
Good body shot by Keyshawn.
It was a body shot that put Jermaine Ortiz down in the 12th round.
Yes, it was, and right here, I think Albright's hurt to the body right now. He hasn't punched since that shot downstairs.
The body language is not good from Albright. He's just trying to get out of the way of the pain.
And not relenting is Keyshawn. He knows it. He's smelling something.
From Albright, one last punch from him. Ten seconds left. Oh, that got him good. And that will do it. A 12-round domination from Keyshawn Davis here in his hometown.
Keyshawn didn't get the knockout, but he wanted the redemption. Norfolk redemption, and he got it. Excellent performance. Excellent performance. I think everyone here is leaving happy because that man right there did something that he said he was going to do. He didn't get the stoppage, but he dominated an excellent fighter, a stubborn fighter like Albright.
He may have won every single round. Chris gave Albright, I believe, the 5th, but that was it. Other than the 2-point deduction because Davis body slammed Albright, it was a picture-perfect performance.
Didn't go 12 rounds the first time. It ain't nothing but experience. I have fun in there, the crowd have fun. All God be the glory.
So he doesn't get his 4th straight stoppage, but Sergio, we've asked fighters this before. When I say, would you rather get an early knockout or would you rather have a dominating 12-round beatdown win? And almost every fighter says they'd prefer the latter.
And I prefer it too. I mean, because the crowd gets what they want. You get the rounds in, you dominate your opponent, and you let everyone know this is what I can do in the long run. Everyone knows he's explosive. Everyone knows Keyshawn Davis is the man. He got power, especially moving up in weight. But to dominate someone like Albright like that, not letting him in the fight, that's impressive.
So what next for Keyshawn Davis? He wants a world title shot. And right now, by my count, there's about 4 different champions at 147, so plenty of options for him if they choose to face the businessman. As we look at highlights here from round number 12.
With that chopping right hand, see, nothing was landing cleanly, but he already had Albright hurt and rocked with that chopping right hand on top of the head. And then once he started digging to the body, he kept them hurt. You see the laser focus in the eyes of Keyshawn and not relenting from going downstairs. I love seeing that from young fighters. Starting from the bottom, going all the way to the top, putting your punches and combinations together.
He looks pretty beat up, Sergio, but he was not beaten down. Give him credit for not being stopped.
No, he looks like a beaten man to me. I think Albright realizes there's levels to this, and that's a man that's disappointed in his performance, but ultimately dispirited. He got beat by a greater fighter.
Speaking of great fighters,
That's how what?
Alexander Usyk,
Dang.
the king of boxing, takes on the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, live from the pyramids in Egypt. Sergio, you'll be there.
Hey, he's
What do you
smart
have
enough
to
to know
see
how
from
to knock
Usyk for you to
out
say it was worth it?
Domination. I don't want Rico to be in this fight at all. I want there to be levels to boxing and kickboxing. I think Usyk the Great will do just that.
Now we send it in to the great Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecard. The judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision, and here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Paul Wallace scores the action 117 to 109. Judges Mark Deltilio and Tracy Stamey both scored about 118 to 108. All three in favor of the winner, boxing's young pride of Norfolk, Virginia. Here is the undefeated businessman, Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis remains undefeated with a one-way traffic performance here in his hometown as he, I wouldn't say gets revenge on Nahir Albright. He's already beaten him once, but he did get revenge for his family because Albright beat his brother here in Norfolk last year.
Yeah, and that's what we needed to see. That's what that man wanted. Redemption, get back, revenge. Now he can move on to the names. Because look, these are the type of fights that can turn against a great fighter, a popular fighter, an A-side fighter. When he has to fight someone that he already beat, someone that he knows he can dominate, someone he knows he's above. It could have went sideways for Keyshawn, but it didn't.
Let's hear how this interview goes, though, with Chris Mannix. It can always go sideways.
Well, Keyshawn, congratulations. No question in the scorecards this time, but it's never pretty when you go up against Nahir Albright. How'd you feel about that performance?
I felt amazing, man. First of all God be the glory. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for giving me this victory. But I felt good. You know, he a crafty fighter. He been around, you know what I'm saying? And, I tried to go for the knockout. We all seen he was hurt. I just didn't get it, but I got the decision. That's all that matters.
How different did this fight feel from the first fight?
Man, honestly, that was 2023, man. I don't really remember that fight. I just remember those crazy scorecards, but they got it right this time.
You were dominating throughout the course of this fight, going into that 7th round. Then you had a kind of a football-style tackle there. What was going through your mind in that moment?
Nah, because bro, he like to punch and hold. That's what he do. And just one time, he was just on my neck. So, like, I get angry sometimes. So I flipped him over.
Was the holding that he was doing throughout this fight difficult for you to deal with?
Nah, not really. I felt like I was beating him up like every round. Like, what really made me pick it up was, like, he caught me with one good shot. I ain't gonna lie. He caught me with one good shot, and I'm like, nah, I'm about to beat you up now. You ain't getting nothing else off.
You told us this week that you were the one that insisted this fight be a 12-round fight because you're a 12-round fighter. It seemed like you were doing your best work in that 11th and 12th round. Was that the reason you wanted this fight to go 12?
No, I wouldn't say that's the reason. I'm a 12-round fighter, and each fighter give me the opportunity to go 12. You know, I'm still new to this. That was literally my first time going 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But thank God that I got the victory, and I finished out, I feel like, stronger than I started.
You feel like you were close to getting him out of there in the 12th round?
I feel like 11 and 12 for sure I heard him with. I don't know what I heard him with. I was just throwing shots, and I heard him. I just kept hearing everybody say you heard him, so I just kept going. But 12 round for sure, I seen that he was hurt, but he crafty. You know, like, he's not easy to stop. But I got really a unanimous decision, so again, that's all that matters.
Title of this fight was Unfinished Business. You made it clear all week you thought the business was finished with Albright. Was it hard to get motivated for this fight, for this camp to get ready to come in?
I mean, honestly, yes, it really was. I wanted to fight the people like Oscar Duarte. I wanted to fight people like Devin Haney. I was on the phone with Lamont Roach, so I'm calling out these other guys to make a bigger fight for my legacy, but Top Rank insisted I fought Nahir Albright, so they got it.
Do you feel like this closes the chapter with him now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. When it comes to Keyshawn, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting him no more. There's no reason for me to fight him. I wish him luck, though. I wish him back safe to Philly. I'm glad he accepted the fight. And he came out, he had a hell of a performance. A crowd was into it the whole entire fight. It was an interesting fight. And shouts out to Nahir, man. Good luck on the rest of your career.
You're now a man with options. You'll probably be ordered to face Lindolfo Delgado for that vacant IBF 140-pound title. You've also been calling out some big names that are up there in the 147-pound division. What path do you think you want to take?
Man, I'll probably go 147. I ain't gonna lie. All this making weight stuff, it ain't for me. Like, as y'all can see, I ain't good at making weight, but I just know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll go back to the drawing boards. I talked to my coaches about that. But either way, it's going to be BTA and whatever weight class I go to.
Did you feel, Keyshawn, did you feel like you said you'd know after this fight if you could stay at 140? Do you feel like you figured some stuff out?
Staying at 140?
Do you feel like you said after this fight you would know if you can stay at 140, how you felt there? Did you figure some stuff out there?
No, not yet. We'll figure it out after we go back and watch tape. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything, but either way, 140, 147, I'm there, man. But before we go, I want to say thank you, Norfolk, for coming out, man. I appreciate y'all showing out. I heard y'all air around. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn's going to be back again this year, so make sure y'all tune in on the Davis brothers. Hey, clap it up for the Davis brothers, though. All the brothers. Oh yeah, shouts out to my Davis sisters too. My sisters sung for me before we came out. Hey man, it was another DB3 show, man. We showed out tonight. All God be the glory.
Congratulations, Keyshawn.
Thank you, thank you.
There's one of the brothers talking to Shakur Stevenson. So 3 brothers tonight go 3-0. The 3 sisters hang out. Their brother for the main event. Man, they just took over the whole building, didn't they?
Man, the whole family has talent. What can you do? And yes, they took over the building, and the building loved them for it. I mean, these guys got charisma, talent, and give them a stage and let them perform.
You want to see him stay at 140 or go to 147?
Stay at 140. Pick up a belt. Pick up a belt at 140. You know, there's a lot of names. He just mentioned a lot of them. Even though it's not for a world championship, I would love to see a fight with him and Oscar Duarte, because Duarte will push him forward, just as strong physically, and it'll be a clash of styles. I mean, we would have to see something different from Keyshawn.
Chris is back. I know everyone says belts matter, but what's the marquee matchup where you're like, I gotta see this fight, I have to watch it, I don't care if a belt's on the line or not?
Well, a belt would be on the line in a fight against Devin Haney, and I would like to see that, because that is an interesting clash of skill and of style. So that would be a compelling fight. I'd like to see Keyshawn get that belt at 140 against Delgado. He's got to move up. There are some great fights up there. Look, Lewis Crocker is part of Matchroom. That's a fight you could easily make. Some good fights there against Devin Haney at that 147. Ryan Garcia is at 147. There are some really big names, some big talent in that weight class. Would like to see him in a big fight.
And it was all the Keyshawn show right here. I mean, look, even when he was just in front of Albright, Albright couldn't get nothing started. He was even afraid, I would say, to throw that jab. He wasn't confident like he normally is, unleashing those long arms. Why? Because he was getting countered and peppered every time he did. And on the inside, he was getting manhandled and wrestled. Everything that Albright attempted or thought of thinking of doing, it just wasn't there. Keyshawn was special tonight. He was special tonight, and all that was missing was that knockout that he wanted, that he really wanted. But even after getting 2 points deducted for that hip toss and getting rocked by a shot, Keyshawn admitted that he got rocked, and he came back, showed heart, and showed everybody why he's a top dog, and he is amazing, and he just took care of business, man.
The amazing Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, still undefeated. And having a nice conversation with Bob Arum, the CEO of Top Rank, who said he'd be going to Egypt next week if his knee was a little bit better to cheer on Richard Torres, who'll be taking on Frank Martin. That's a pretty good heavyweight showdown. Who do you like in that one, Sergio?
You know what? I like Torres on that
really?
fight. And you know what? Frank Sanchez, you know, I haven't really been able to rely on him. You know, excellent Cuban fighter, but I think Torres has the right style to beat him, maybe even stop him.
All right, well, Bob Arum has told us he thinks Keyshawn Davis can become the face of boxing. Performance like tonight certainly doesn't hurt his cause at all. But you become a star, you become the face by beating other big names in the sport, and there's plenty of them in the 140 and 147-pound divisions for him to choose from as we look at the CompuBox Final Punch stats. Power punches